Welcome back to our minute-to-minute analysis of The Matrix. Last time, Cypher was revealed to be a traitor. He made a deal with the agents to deliver Morpheus in exchange for him to return to the simulation. Today we will be analyzing one of the most important moments of the film. Neo meets the intuitive program, the Oracle. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
The scene begins with Morpheus telling Neo that he can only show him the door, but it is he who must go through it. However, this argument is quickly contradicted when Neo tries to open the door and another person opens it for him. This is an illusion that it is not Neo who is making the decisions. The Oracle already knew that Neo would try to open the door at that precise moment. Her aide asks Morpheus to make himself comfortable as she leads Neo into the apartment. Hanging on the wall, there is a shelf with multiple spoons, symbolizing the Matrix cycles. These spoons could be used for future ones. In the living room, Neo meets the other potentials. One of them has a laptop, inferring that this young lady is skilled with computers, like he is. Another is playing chess, implying that this one has deductive skills. A woman walks by carrying a baby. We don't know if she's a potential or if the baby is the potential, and that the lady is a program protecting it. One potential is reading a book, and the others are using telekinesis. While these girls demonstrate their telekinetic powers, a 70s horror B-movie titled Night of the Lepus is playing on the living room television, a low-budget horror flick about giant killer rabbits. The symbolism here is that Neo is following the rabbit hole, like Alice in Alice in Wonderland, but it may have a second symbolism. The film is about a farmer who tries to end a rabbit infestation. He does hormonal experiments on the rabbits, causing the animals to mutate, grow, and attack people. The idea of one species experimenting on another, and the experiments getting out of control, could be a reference to the Matrix itself. Robots rebelling against humans, humans rebelling against robots. Perfect example, Smith, who like the rabbits of Night of the Lepus, was changed into something else and rebelled against everyone, becoming a force of destruction. Neo then meets the Spoon Boy. The bald child is sitting on the floor with 5 bent spoons and 1 not bent lying in front of him. The boy picks up the non-bent spoon and bends it with his mind in front of Neo. The 5 bent spoons represents Neo's 5 predecessors, meaning that the Spoon Boy has explained the concept of there is no spoon in 5 previous Matrix cycles. Now Neo is the 6th one, to which the child explains that there is no spoon. This could mean that the Spoon Boy is a Matrix program dedicated to helping guide the One. When the boy tells Neo that there is no spoon, it is a reference to Buddhist atomism. It's a philosophy that proposes that reality as we see it is an illusion, that everything is composed of light. The objects as we perceive them do not exist. This perspective is also tied to the golden code of the Matrix. The important thing about this philosophical idea is that it is a symbolism of the Matrix simulation. The spoon does not exist, only the code exists. Neo is informed that he can see the Oracle, and finally, the two meet in her kitchen. The Oracle tells Neo to wait a moment and to not worry about the vase.
What vase?
What's really going to bake your noodle later on is, would you still have broken it if I hadn't said anything?
Here we see how the Oracle operates. Her telling Neo not to worry about the vase made him turn around and bump into the vase, breaking it. And now from Neo's perspective, the Oracle can predict the future. Let there be no doubt, we are seeing the Oracle's manipulative nature on full display. She not only predicts future events, but she also causes them, just as she caused Neo to break the vase, which is the first of many Oracle-influenced outcomes that Neo will face. The Oracle continues by hinting that Trinity likes Neo, which surprises him. We have plenty of videos discussing in depth the love between Neo and Trinity, how it was the Oracle who planned for them to fall in love. a necessity for the future. The Oracle asks Neo if he thinks he is the one, to which he replies that he is not sure. She then points to a sign that's above the kitchen entrance.
Do you think you are the one?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know what that means? It's Latin.
The ancient Greek aphorism, "Know thyself," is one of the Delphic maxims, and was the first of the 3 maxims inscribed in the pronaos of the Temple of Apollo at Delphi. The maxim or aphorism, "Know thyself," has had a variety of meanings attributed to it in literature, and over time, as in early Greek, the phrase meant, "Know thy measure." The proverb is applied to those whose boasts exceed what they are, and that "know thyself" is a warning to pay no attention to the opinion of the multitude. The Oracle proceeds to tell Neo that being the one is like being in love.
Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through, balls to bones.
Being the one is like being in love because love was added to the anomalies code. It was put there to manipulate it, but we are getting ahead of ourselves. The Oracle stands up and begins to examine Neo, or rather his residual self-image. This is an unnecessary examination to trick Neo into believing that she was doing something. She is manipulating him so that he can arrive at the conclusion that he is not the one, though the Oracle never told him that he was or wasn't the one. She only tells Neo that he is waiting for something.
You got the gift, but it looks like you're waiting for something.
This is very interesting because we see the power that the Oracle has over people, how she tricks them into believing things that she never said, or to do things that she never ordered them to.
That's the way these things go.
Indeed, Neo would have to die to become the one. The fact that the Oracle says that this is how things go could indicate that the previous ones also had to die and come back to life to become the one. Then the Oracle tells Neo of the dark choice he will soon have to make.
You're going to have to make a choice. In the one hand, you'll have Morpheus's life. And in the other hand, you'll have your own. One of you is going to die. Which one will be up to you. Don't worry about it. As soon as you step outside that door, you'll start feeling better. You'll remember you don't believe in any of this fate crap. You're in control of your own life.
The Oracle is being sarcastic because it is she who controls Neo's actions. Before Neo leaves, she offers him a cookie. On the tray, there are 6 cookies, representing the 6 anomalies. Neo is the 6th one who eats one of the Oracle's cookies. A cookie that we've theorized in previous videos was loaded with a special code that changes Neo's code. Neo is finally on his way to becoming the one, but first, he must now face Cypher's betrayal and make one of the most important decisions of his life: rescue Morpheus and possibly die, or hide. For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.